All right, so let me print this out here. So we're going to essentially be doing this, and I'm going to help you set this up. Everybody's car is going to be different based on the vehicle that you choose. Let me just print out the vehicle so I can go live on our little here. So let's go ahead though, and so what's important here for everybody is I want your paper to look like this. I don't think you can do this on 8.5 by 11. You're going to need an oversized paper, but I want this layout because you could, in fact, if you look at this drawing, you could take the car and rotate it and put it on above the front view. The problem is you run out of space. So if we're working in this horizontal and to the scale that we're going to do, this is the easiest way to do it. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. All right, so this is not necessarily to scale. I have no idea what scale this is. So let me, this is just what I could fit on an 8.5 by 11. There's probably no scale, but let's just say that so we're going to work in, let me zoom out as far as I can. So we're going to work a horizontal scale, and I'm going to just give myself 2 inches from each side. So, and this is just arbitrary. So I'm just giving myself a little space. You want to always have enough space. So 2 inches. This is more of my kind of my working drawings here. So I'm just going to, you generally want to have 3 lines whenever you're making, all right, so 3. All right, so this is just giving myself some space here. All right, so if this was 1/2 scale, what I would do, all right, so in order to do, so there's a couple different ways of doing it. So let's just look at what 1/2 scale is. So what I would do is on my ruler, my scale ruler, I would find 1/2 inch. And I'm going to show you, if you don't have it, how you would do it with a regular ruler. I don't see another ruler here. Hang on here. All right, so the other thing is, if you notice, though, that 1/2 inch, so here's another ruler. If you were just working on a regular ruler, this is essentially what it means here. So, but on an architectural ruler, what it's saying is this 1/2 of an inch equals a foot, right? So that's what it's saying. It's saying that 1/2 of an inch of a ruler equals 1 foot. And so what it does here is it breaks it down for you so you don't get confused with all these miscellaneous things, right? So this 1 foot, if that is 1 foot, then it's saying it breaks it down further. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. And so within that 1/2 of an inch, it's breaking it down so it's a foot. So 1/2 inch equals 1 foot. And that's the scale. So if you look here, that's the scale that we're working on. 1/2 inch equals a foot, right? So on the architectural ruler, here it's given you, if it says 1/2, and it's got this first foot. But so essentially what it is, and it looks like, why does it say 10 there? Why does it say 9? And so what they do on these architectural rulers is they'll also put another scale on the other, and you don't need to worry about it. But this scale, it's double, is 1 inch equals 1 foot. And so they will share that on this same ruler. It might seem confusing at first, but just concentrate on where it says 1/2 inch. So that means this is my 0, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I was measuring this car and I was measuring it to 1/2 scale, this would tell me that my car, let's measure this. What you generally do is you'd start at this. I'd say, okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet. So it's 8 feet. And then it's, this is a foot, so 6 inches, 8 feet, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 feet, 9 inches. So that's how the dimension of this car, right? So your car is probably not, that's a little, Jake, is that small for a car?
Missed that. 8 foot 9 inches. What is that in
Yeah,
inches?
so in feet, 8 feet. Let's see the width of this car. So then, if I got this and it told me that the scale is 1/2 inch, so I would have to accept that this car, that this demo that I'm doing, is 8 foot 9 inches. Then that would mean that this little Czechoslovakian car, I would take my scale ruler and I would say, okay, so 1/2 scale. So that means that the width of my car is 4 feet. All right. So 4 feet, it's actually pretty small. That's okay. It's a little car made, it's a little Yugo made in Czechoslovakia. All right. So I'm going to do two little demos. One, I'm just kind of showing you what the scale is. So for example, that's what, but you're going to be measuring the car itself. So if your car that you measure is 8 foot 9 inches, then this is what it would look like, and you're going to draw it. And so remember, Jake, if the front view width of the car is 4 feet, Jake, what do you think the top of the width of the car would be? It's a trick question, Jake.
Oh man, that's a tricky one. Probably also 4 feet.
4 feet, right? So if the front of the car, if the width of the car from the front view is 4 feet, this has to be the same. And if it isn't, then we didn't do a good job printing this out. So again, I'll go to my scale ruler that says 1/2, and it is, sure enough, 4 feet, right? So this is essentially what you're going to be doing. You're not going to be doing it to this car, though, Jake, I know you'd like to. You're going to go find a really cool car out there, and you're going to dimension it, right? You're going to draw it. And so the challenge is twofold, because a lot of you are going to have trouble just getting it proportionally correct. And it's okay if it's not perfect, because I don't expect you to have it perfect. Everybody's car is going to look, most of your cars are going to look a little goofy.